Bruh.
Hey, traders. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good one. You know, starting off like we always do. Bitcoin dumped a little bit. Wasn't it right after or right around when Epstein's like former girlfriend or whatever got arrested? Y'all can hear me? We good? It seems like you can hear me. All right, so anyway, yeah, we had a small dump, whatever, man. Yeah, it dropped. It got as low as 89.35 before it painted on this last 4-hour candle we had a bullish Pinbar, which is in the title of the stream. I mean, it's maybe not much, but I'll tell you one thing. You didn't make a lower low than the PCZ of the bullish shark, so it may not be done. The wave, this new wave that ended at D, it could still be alive. It could still be going on, so don't count it out yet, but man, it's just so much chop, dude. We're talking 2 months. 2 months, you know, I mean, April 29th. It's July 2nd. We are the same price we're at now. Queen Bee, have a good, up in the chat, let's go.
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
Welcome, Queen Bee. Thank you so much for supporting the team, the stream, the dream, and everything in between. Much love. That puts us at 183 patrons strong now. Not too far off from last month, or we could maybe match it again. But again, like with market conditions so stagnant for crypto, makes it a lot tougher. All right. So yeah, again, I guess the headline on the sell-off today was Bitcoin did not make a lower low than its previous low. Good sign. That's the road to recovery, right? Well, oftentimes you need to show levels of accumulation. There needs to be higher lows. And then market participants could see that accumulation, and then, you know, more buying comes in. But remember, we're at 91.26, so 91.50 to 91.84 is that equilibrium level. We need a decibel check on the music. Can you hear it, but it's not too loud? Really need to... I just have no idea, man. I know I did the same thing yesterday, but... Music's okay? Alright, good. I'm telling you, man, it's not easy because in the other room, decibel levels are completely different for an adequate experience for the viewer, and in here they're different. Alright, so... Alright. So that's Bitcoin. I mean, at this point, you know, on the 4-hour with the bullish pin bar, bouncing off the heart line, believe it or not, right? 1 and 2 on the top and 1 and 2 on the bottom. Very, very nice looking channel. Bounced right off of it, and on the higher low for now, unless this changes, right? It could very well change where you dump again, but bullish convergence on the higher low. And yeah, people are like inverse head and shoulders. Yeah, it might just be better, you know, a little bit more perfect. You know, we were already seeing momentum shifting some, right? And you broke to the upside, then you dumped, but still, that low matched pretty much the June 25th low. So there's still, you're not like the momentum shifting price action is valid until we get a candle close in the 4-hour below 8,900. All right, that's it. Daily wise, man, yeah, you're still like, look, you know, you're still like, you broke that trend line, the adjusted trend line, and you're just now like 1 day, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the past 6 days, Bitcoin has tested this old demand line as a supply line. I'll tell you this, man. I mean, I know it's kind of reaching here, but it's kind of different. I mean, you can see here a difference. I mean, people could maybe make the argument for some divergence, some bullish divergence, but I mean, and a hidden bullish divergence argument. It's still nebulous, right? Where you've got a major swing low, and now you've got possibly another swing low, where it's like hidden, right? One, you know, that's hidden bullish divergence. So, dude, I'm telling you, man, like it is just not easy, right? Sometimes it's like getting a feel of like where an asset's going with so much chop like this is just not easy. So, and that's why it's great to look at other charts while Bitcoin decides to make up its mind on what it's going to do, where it has shifted its momentum and we've been making consecutive lower highs and somewhat of lower lows, but again, the major swing low hasn't been breached, so everything's okay. Bulls are fine. Seriously, the bull trend's intact till 8,700 on the daily's broken. That's been the case, all right? So that's kind of, remember, just a reiteration, from your lowest point to the highest point, we have only retraced 23.6% of the way. 23% sale on Bitcoin. It's been bought up a couple times at this level, but not nearly enough to get your prices higher, right? It's not easy. What about the macro? Hey man, fundamentals for Bitcoin and gold, all-time highs. I mean, you think, gold, maybe it wasn't all-time highs because maybe sometime in ancient Rome it was more screwed up than it is now, but I don't think so, man. I think this is like the worst, the most insane money printing that's ever existed. Dude, I mean, like, even back then, currencies were devalued all the time. Like, where, the Romans, like, they had their own, like, bank and stuff, and they had gold, and then they would start chipping away at the gold and, like, taxing currency, making stores of gold, and then they would start supplementing the chipped off gold with, like, copper or other precious metals. So they did it, even when there was a gold standard, right? Pretty wild. Anyway, that was a big one. NASDAQ, right? All-time highs. That was also, it's like the title. I mean, just a gapped up red candle. That's like an evening star reversal. Just like you had an abandoned baby kind of here, a shooting star, whatever. It reversed, and now maybe evening star. And maybe, just maybe, we got ourselves some triple RSI divergence going on. What? And another way of looking at it, I know I have another chart. It's a channel, but let's just mess around for a second and let's just see how price action. Okay, correlate. You say we got, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches now on this, on the NASDAQ, man. I mean, that's pretty solid looking structure there. You know, of course, we had the hidden bullish divergence, just like on the Qs, right? Impending price action continuation the upside. That's played out, legit played out. But now, all right, so the most recent event is maybe RSI is showing another lower high at this supply line in outer space, because there's nothing here. This is all-time highs, dude. Okay, all-time highs is hit today. And this is kind of all the data. This is all we have, man. I mean, we can look at the IXIC like this too. Wait a second. Where did my work go? I'm not sure. I made an adjustment on this channel though. Let me show you here. Okay, confining, and I went anchored on the top instead of bottom. So I'm just going like. I think it looked better on the other chart. All right, so like this. So a lot of downside potential in an uptrend, right? And Heartline's been tested a couple times. So this should mean, look, it looks like there's upside and downside potential in an uptrend for now. All right. I don't know where my other. I just did this, man. Maybe it was on this. Oh, here it is, right? This one looks a little bit better. Maybe more liquidity on this, but it's pretty good looking equidistant channel with anchoring on the top. So hitting that 75% trend line, the equidistant channel. Maybe maybe the NASDAQ, right? If it's got bearish divergence or something on the RSI, maybe the fact is it sprung and it's sprung again, right? It didn't really back test, did it? It fell below the ice line. So you think it could always come to actually back test the spring where it doesn't really fall below the support anymore. It holds above it. Always possibility if this divergence actually plays out. Dude, think about it. All right, now we got triple RSI bearish divergence on the 4-hour and the daily maybe, all right? With maybe a little wedge up here. Something to think about. Okay, that's the NASDAQ. Let's look at the Qs. I know a couple companies not do so well today, and then some that did really decently. Facebook was down almost 2%. Right, and it's like the same thing, right? Where this is the NASDAQ 100, so same. It's like a subsector of the NASDAQ, but another evening star, very similar to the previous stars we've seen, little evening stars maybe. Another one. So, all right, near the top of the channel. All right, so you could sell off again. Just extending this out, have to. 1272 is the target, though. I mean, it's been the target, right? It's like from your previous all-time high to the low, 257.53 up here. That's your fib extension. Kind of 3 white soldiers reversal. Great man. Crazy markets, yeah. Crazy markets indeed. All right, so I mean, pretty much looking at like Apple or Amazon. Let's look at Amazon real quick. Okay, that broadening top, breakout, back test, ran, targets hit, no man's land. You're exceeding the 100% measure move of the huge ascending triangle, multi-year large pattern, by the way, and kind of a shooting star a little bit, overbought. 73, 74 on the RSI. You think, I mean, a pullback would make sense here after the pattern played out. Why is it not showing the measured move? Huh. Maybe I'll just show it. All right, so from the bottom structure kind of to the top. I mean, this is how you measure an ascending broadening wedge. It's a broadening top. It's definitely a broadening top. Two diverging trend lines. Okay, so broadening top breakout. Measured move happened to be right where the measured move of the ascending triangle was. Pretty awesome. But now you're above that and no edge really, right? I mean, maybe a minor amount of bearish divergence. Yeah, there's definitely bearish divergence in the 4 hour in overbought territory. So pullback could be coming. Holy crap, and head and shoulders, dude, on the RSI. I don't do patterns on it, on oscillators, but holy crap, man. Momo shift. Nothing wrong with the pullback after such a nice run, dude. What is Amazon? From the bottom to the top. Appreciation and value. Appreciation and value in 107 days, 83.35%. For good reason. All right, this Amazon's kind of kept the world together with e-commerce, man. So shout out to them. Okay, so I don't know. I mean, it was kind of like we're looking at stocks, then we're looking at the NASDAQ and the Qs, and then one of the biggest players of the Qs kind of like going inward to see what's happening. This is a market driver. Another market driver. Microsoft. It's achieved its 1272 today, up 0.676%. High to low. Congratulations. You did it yesterday too. I guess you hit it. So just continue to climb. But look, man, maybe you got some more divergence going on here. But at this point, it could just keep climbing. Whatever, dude. It's Microsoft and Apple. All right, still, I guess, waiting for the only harmonic that could exist would be a bearish deep crab, but you're far away from the PCZ. Didn't move much today. I mean, you literally closed the day up 0.00%. That doesn't happen that often. So price unchanged. My webcam is screwing up again, dude. I don't know if it's the lighting or what. A lot of people keep saying Bitcoin's correlated with stocks. It's not pumping with it. Yeah, well, I don't know. People risking off even more, I guess, at this point. Yeah, Bitcoin's weird. I mean, it's kind of like testament to Bitcoin not playing as an actual immediate hedge against market tumults.
A fifth touch on the 4 hours. Downtrending channel on my Euro USD.
Yeah, Lionel, man. Posted a chart today, just an updated chart in Patreon. Hopefully you got to see that. Yeah, it looks good still, the high or low, and we'll look at it for sure. Hey, I guess, So just look at the MAGA stocks, or some of them, or the FANG, whatever you want to call it. Before we take a gander to Forex, well, let's go to gold real quick, knock it out, just to get an update. Doing pretty well. Look at this price action correlation at 1762, right? I mean, there hasn't, since gold broke the 1762 area for the first time in like 6+7 years or whatever, where traders have settled up, it's never been below 1762, right? Look, you broke it June 23rd, then the 24th, the 25th, the 26th, the first yesterday, and today.
Rich Kong, not King Kong. Have looked a link /BTC. Hannahson's in Sweden. I hope you watching this live. 1.060000000 link.
Boglu, I understand some of that, and then at the end I didn't understand. Hannahson's in Sweden. Someone help me out with that? Sorry, I'm simple American. Sorry, dude. You're hoping I don't understand about I hope you watching this live. Unfortunately, I can't watch things live normally when I'm live myself, but it's a conundrum, man. Thank you, dude. But yeah, we'll look at link to BTC, 100%. So, but with just gold, just looking at the price action correlation to a historical trend line that acted as a resistance earlier this year, has now been regarded as support. You're above it, and again, there's nothing here. It's literally no man's land on gold till 1791. That's it, dude. I mean, it's that simple. Like, it just would be weird to not hit 1791 within the next week or two. No man's land, dude. It's like, if there's no historical resistance, you understand what that means, right? It's like there's probably no supply. No major levels of supply till 1791. And right now, 1776. Come on, dude. Let's go, America. 2 days, right? Didn't we say the prophecy for like over a month now? We want to see gold at 1776 by 4th of July. We're at it right now. Let's go. USA in the chat. Is it Lone Sofa's birthday today? Really? Oh, 4th of July is your birthday. Awesome, dude. Well, happy early birthday, dude. Yeah, why would people want to stop gold? I mean, it's like, it doesn't make sense, man. A huge bullish engulfing candle is zooming in on the 4 hour. It's still not at the inverse head and shoulders measure move yet. You got to break that major historical reversal area. If you do, I think, I know 1818 will get hit. I think it would go much higher. I don't think there's much of anything till 1900 plus. So, hanging on, dude. Hanging on to support. The momentum shifting structure prevailed. And all we're doing still are making higher lows, higher highs. Fantastic. All right, so that was the euro. Yeah, dude. So, what happened, right? This thing ran up and hit the supply line, right? Your supply line, Lionel. And it sold off. It's okay. But what's it doing? It's not making lower lows than the previous low yet. It's still making higher lows somehow. So you gotta admire that we hit a critical support from, on June 19th. Pretty critical. I mean, there's a lot of, look, this is what happens at this area. You sell off and you run up, you fail, you dump, you run up, you up thrust even more, and you fail again and dump. So staying above that, extremely good. I mean, that's a good thing. And you really got to like that this beautiful inverse head and shoulders range, whatever you call it, played out. All right. And so now it's like an impulse up with downsloping consolidation, but inside of the downsloping consolidation, you now have a very quiet, low-key form of accumulation. That's good, man. That's not bad. Like, I don't care if it fails. Like, this price action's favorable for bulls. That's it. Until it fails, right? Until we break 1.1762, 1.1451, right? Above the 200 moving average. So, yeah, dude. The argument's there for bulls, sure. At least on the technicals. Fundamentals, different story. I'm not too versed on it. Oh god, now I gotta look for an exchange. Link to BTC. Does it work on Binance? Oh yeah, Binance, good. Where's my other one? My other chart though? Is this the one? This is the one. Maybe it's because I look at it on the daily all the time. Oh, dude, Link looks great. Link to BTC looks exceptional, actually. I think we've looked at it before. It looks really good. I mean, it just looks like, oh, there's this pretty amazing looking structure of accumulation with a sell wall. We know what happens, right, Larry? So this is just Lincoln log, right? We love log scale. Nice bullish convergence on the higher lows, right? All you've done since May 6th is you sold off and tested June of last year's high as support. You sprung, you even back tested the spring on May 15th. You've rallied, you've sold off to test the demand line back from May 13th, May 13th of 2019, September of 2019. My God, January of this year, April of this year, May 10th of this year, and now June 15th of this year. Once you tested that once more, we've been rallying, and now we are at critical resistance. I mean, somewhat. 52,307, you're at it. You break that, easily going to go up to 56,974. You break that, moon time probably, because the structure that has been created over the course of March, April, May, June, we're talking a quarter large pattern here, can easily just say, oh yeah, ascending triangle-esque behavior. You know, symmetrical too, I guess you've already broken out, right? But the size of it, there's nothing up here. Like it's outer space. So let's just screw around, I guess, on Link. I mean, you know. Oh yeah, breakout. You already broke out, of course, but you never back tested it. So that's kind of we could always back test it. 46,000 sats. We just go from just the bottom here to the top. I'm letting the historical demand line act as my, you know, bottom trend line. You can see it, right? You know, let's see, 75%. So let's adjust that. We're in log scale, so we have to adjust the measured move. It's a little different. 75, okay, perfect. So 100% measured move in log scale, percentage-wise, would put Link at 82,647 sats. Seems crazy, I know, insane. May never happen, but we're just identifying a structure that we always do this, and eventually Link, it could find its way up to much higher prices. I mean, look at the uptrend, man. Like, what do you want? Don't get mad at me for just, right? The old resistances have now become strong supports, tested, tried and true. Okay. Link and log.
Hanneson's is the greatest Lebanese restaurant in Sweden. I told them watch your show. 1.060000000 link.
All right, Hanneson's, greatest Lebanese restaurant in Sweden. Thanks so much. Speaking of Lebanon, man, their currency has imploded. I think there was a news article that came out today that one Lebanese, whatever the currency is worth like 1 Satoshi now. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Let me look this up real quick. Lebanese lira is now worth 1 Satoshi. Yeah, very bad. Very, very bad. I mean, this was posted today. Lebanon's currency, the lira, tumbled to new lows this week. Today it was trading at 9,600 to the dollar, having fallen 50% since June, a victim of the country's continuing economic meltdown. The Lebanese lira is now worth 1 Satoshi. And, I mean, that's it. You know, having lost half its value in the last 10 days, Lebanese lira, yeah, it's now screwed, all right? Lebanon's worst economic crisis in its modern history has seen the lira lose 80% of its value since October. Nationwide, anti-corruption protests began to rock the country. For decades, the lira was pegged at $1,500 to the dollar, but now its black market value is routinely used as a reference of the currency's real wealth. Wow. It's rough, dude. I think a lot of currencies around the world are getting wrecked, unfortunately. I mean, the US dollar continues to strengthen. So it's like the country is suffering from a severe shortage of foreign currency dollars, which are needed to pay for imports. As cash runs out, a barter economy has sprung up. Oh, they're doing it. They're Middle Ages, man. Okay. Yeah, let's use Doge as a national currency now. All right, perfect. Wow, Lebanon's also hosting 1.5 million refugees, the most per capita in the world. And the crisis is exacerbated by continuous currency outflows to neighboring Syria. Dang, dude, it's rough, man. Sorry, I didn't mean to, bring that stuff up if they're watching. It's just, this financial, I guess, kind of stream, and seeing that, reading about that earlier was really crazy, dude. And I think people should know about it. We're all in our little bubbles right now, aren't we? Yeah, Catterday. Gold and silver going through the roof. Itani says they have no electricity most of the day now. Man, you think things are bad, dude? Just remember, it could always be worse. I know it's tough sometimes, but we gotta be grateful for what we have, because we could lose what we have, and we could be in much worse shape. So be grateful. All right. Was that it? We're looking at I think the BTCs. Got the euro. What's the ticker for the Lebanese lira? Let's look that up real quick. I don't know, someone have a ticker for me on Wanda or another Forex exchange? We can take a look at it on a chart. Oh, it looks like the LBP. Okay, LBP. Here we go. You ready for this, chat? It looks worse than Pundy coin. Just kidding. I don't know. This is one of the only charts I can find. Not much, right? Ouch. Let's see if there's anything else. No, there's not. This is the only thing that tracks it. You could we could look at it to like the Great Britain pound or Brazilian real reference rate. Oh, way more data here. We got a cipher going on. Yeah, it's LVP, but again, like data like this, I'm looking at it to the pound, and there's a lot of data here, but I guess it's doing well to the Great Britain or the British pound, whatever. But it doesn't really do justice. I'd like to see it against the world reserve currency. What's up, Oscar? Thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. Glad to have you. So I guess accumulation, higher lows going on for now. I have no idea what's going on with this. So weird, dude. So weird. Looking at these charts. What's wrong tool? 91.13 on Bitcoin. Bullish Pinbar painted on the last 4-hour candle, but still below 91.50, which you got to get back above. This little price action on both sides, bulls and bears, got to be losing their mind. So higher lows, I mean, this asset could eventually make its way back down to 50,837. I know it's not that. It's just 50837. Say it like that. But I think, look how, you know, once it broke this resistance, it was off, right? It was going nuts, and then it pulled back violently. So that, I guess, on this chart's all-time highs. So it's okay. It looks okay to this pairing, but whatever, man. All right, let's move on. Let's go to Ethereum real quick. Hey, look, we're just looking at the daily. You know, why not at this point, where it's hit a supply line and has failed just too many times, plethora of times. Same time, it's really trying to hold above this major reversal area from September of 2019. This area from April of this year. It's holding on for dear life. Look, it's trying to hold on to a high, a peak from November of 2018. It's rough, dude. You break this, chances are you'd probably see 190 to 200 again. If we talk about, you know, it's kind of nebulous like Bitcoin on the daily, where you have like the most discernible swing low, right? From May 10th on the daily. All the other lows don't really, they're not real, you know. I mean, this one is, that's a spring and a back test of a spring. But that's really where you can see a swing low there, and you go here, and then it's like making much, much higher lows than this low, right? And you're making lower levels of relative strength. So a lot of oscillation in between, but there could be hidden bullish evidence on Ethereum at this point. Could be, man. Jorge, nah, man. Nah. To me, like, Bitcoin's very tough right now. It's the volatility's gone, right? I mean, why did so many people join crypto? Well, why did so many traders join crypto? A lot of people joined crypto because they were given this false sense of illusion that they could become rich very quickly with exponential gains in a short period of time, right? That a lot of people joined because of that. But why did traders join the market? Traders joined the crypto market because of the volatility. But when an asset loses its volatility, what's the point? Like, who cares about Bitcoin right now? Because it's no one's playing it. No one's really trading but bots right now. There's no big moves down or up for 2+ months. So people move on, find other things, right? Until volatility returns and things start playing out. Okay, hold on a second. Let me adjust that. This thing's lagging so hard. So thank you all for watching. I'm not even going to look at viewer count ever again. I'm just done with it because I know it's just going to keep dwindling. The longer Bitcoin stays lacking in volatility, the further my viewer count will dump. So I'm coming to terms with that, all right? I can't get this thing to move, man. I'm trying to adjust it. That kind of worked right there. Perfect, okay. So that's your Ethereum. Stalling, not because it's Ethereum, probably because of Bitcoin stalling. I mean, only a month now, right? Ethereum gave us some really good opportunity. We were able to get in on a complex inverse head and shoulders in the 4-hour, and actually kind of visible Momo shifting structure on the daily. Ran up, was like $1 or $1.50 away from its 100% measured move, which is like 252 or something, 253, and it's since sold off, and it's only been making lower highs. But you know, it's just consolidation. I mean, it's hard to even say that's a double top or anything on the daily, you know. On 4-hour. You know, so one thing to talk about on Ethereum is like from that major low from the 11th to the high, near a 50% retrace, but we've run up and you're still above 223, 224, man. Still.
Is that a joint?
Legit just typed a question in chat and thought it was a tip. Can we look at that/BTC? Binance has good data, or if you have a different exchange.
Oh, thank you, Fishshed, man. You know, it's real nice when you give me the pairing, the S coin, the pairing, and the exchange. That's clutch right there, dude. Thank you, man. What's going on with this, man? What's happening? What's happening with VeChain doing things, man? Oh God, it's mooning right now. It's at it's back to that June 9th high. Goodness gracious, dude. Let me show you something though. It's old. I mean, I haven't looked at this chart in a very long time, but this is the way it was, and this is how the equidistant channel can play such a wonderful role in determining breakouts, right? Where you've eventually had a breakout September 15th of 2019 of this channel, and you went sideways for about a month, tested that same low again, engulfing, and look how high it went. And then you know how we do Fibonacci from our high to low, it ran up, and like the Jesus man, it hit the golden retrace. It hit the 618, and I'm talking no higher. All right, this is how, gosh dang it. Hold on. This is the power of Fibonacci, even on illiquid S coins like VeChain to BTC, high to low. The golden zone eventually hit the golden retrace, and the reversal happened. But when the reversal happened, the major reversal was technically a higher low than this low, right? And then you ran up a little bit, you sold off another higher low. What? You can barely even tell it's a higher low, but it certainly is. Okay, and at that point, right, with it's almost being the same low, you had much higher levels of relative strength. So that's like convergence, divergence there, double bottom stuff, and that's what dreams are made of. That's what we search for, we look for. But yeah, since then, it's going, man. Was it flagging? Some sort of downsloping consolidation, I guess. I mean, how will we do this? Is it just like that, man? Let's see, right here, 1 and 2, kind of reaching. I guess you could look at it like it was a bull flag, and it's starting to play out. It wasn't too. It's okay. All right, you understand though, right? If you ever break this 111 area, that's where we are, man. Look left. We're above that. You can sustain prices above this, man. I mean, you might be able to run until 127 sats. But of course, breaching this wick from December 2nd, 2019, breaching that, man, the 618. We reversed here, so now we're going again. We're gonna test it. You break that, I think 127 is the target. Stay above 102 long enough, you could very well find yourself in time at 127. All right, and that's near a 78% retrace from that high to low. Deep retrace, still it's relevant again. 131. Okay. Composite man's accumulation. It's Bet Moonboy. Bet Moonboy said, okay, man, let's do this. Very low-key, quiet accumulation. No one's thinking about VeChain to BTC down here. But now people are really thinking about it. People will be FOMOing. Oh my God, I gotta get on VeChain. Missing out. But we here, I mean, at least I try to teach that we're looking for this stuff. We're looking for the accumulation, convergence, divergence, combination, near lower levels, right? Near deep retraces. That's what it's about, man. That's what swing trading viably is about. Okay. Whew. So remember, if you want to learn more about this stuff, and at the same time you want to support the stream, it's the 2nd of the month, which is the second best day to join the Patreon, where we have 183 patrons strong. It's kind of like a little fraternity for the charts, for TA, for trading, for swing trading primarily. But yep, 183, and hey man, I get it. No volatility on Bitcoin. Get wrecked, Ray. All right. See what happens with VeChain. If you actually were going to talk about, I mean, like legit, dude, 100% measure move, it would be insane, dude. It would be absolutely crazy. This is log, God. No change though. 100% measure move puts you at 148 sats. Very possible if VeChain to the US dollar stays outside of its 2-year large trading range, because it is outside, it's above it. It's been back testing and as support for weeks now, maybe even a month. Okay. Oh yeah, Batman. Fake out, dude. The fake out. It broke out, back tested, and then just dumped again. So now what is it? Just a channel? Yeah, it kind of just seems like a parallel channel, a downsloping channel, kind of like Bitcoin in a way, right? I mean, we could easily plot that and just keeping the trend lines here. It broke it, man. It broke 24.9 cents. That's bad, right? It's down 5%, and that was a critical support, and now you could continue dumping, right? I mean, it's like head and shoulders. Look, a high, look, the high, the higher high, the higher high, the highest high. Now the lower high, the same high, and now a lower low, right? You flip this over, you could tell, right? Momentum shifting structure stuff, and it could continue. And we know from, let's get, I mean, after the 1618 was achieved, gorgeous. I just freaking love it, man. But let's go from that lowest point to the highest point to see where we're at. We're nearing a golden retrace, the 618. So you could reverse there, run up, you maybe back test 24.9 cents again before selling off once more. Not really good, man. That support was very important. You didn't hold. Of course not. How could it hold with Bitcoin dumping? You can't. So get wrecked. Interesting though, RSI, maybe if the selling stops and Bitcoin rallies, you could be talking about, oh, this is 60 freaking minute divergence there. Oh, nothing. The RSI, everything looks terrible on the MACD. 4 hour and RSI 4 hour, like so much room to sell off. No Japanese candlestick, still above the 200 moving average. One thing you got going for you, I guess, on that. So. As we look at VJ and BTC, we can look at it. Bearish Garley. Yeah, maybe. Was that a 618 there? You can try it out, screw around. Wow. Let's just use this one. Same high, doesn't matter. If they're the same high, it doesn't matter where you plot B, right? Duh. And someone's identifying a bearish Garley. Very interesting. Good eye. Enigma. Very, very nice. Yeah, this is very real. All right, PCZ is at 1.0023 cents. Okay. Also, a triangle of some sort, whatever the higher low structure, you're breaking out right now. So that could very well be the next target for sure. Wow, I mean, that would make a lot of sense, dude. That's a huge pattern too. I mean, that's not a joke. Pattern been in development, I don't know, a month. It's pretty large, dude. But you know, all VeChain's done, you know, since late May is straight line up. I mean, really. And now it's painting this really large potential bearish Gartley. We'll see what happens. You know, it would be really preferable if VeChain had some exhaustion from buyers at this level. It doesn't look like you're going to get it at all. I mean, unless we sell off again, run down to like 8.8. You know, you just make a higher low than the previous low, and then we run again, and that's how we might be able to get some divergence. So have your alerts set up on VeChain US dollar at pretty much like 1 cent. That's PCZ of a very reliable harmonic that's a reversal. Freaking webcam, man. Too much light. I gotta get my curtains hung back up, but it doesn't. I don't care. Yeah, VeChain to BTC right now is at session highs. 106. With sustaining above 102, 127 is the next target. Wow. Inpa, you should know from watching the stream for so long that an asset that has like 3 days of data, how can I tell you about a good entry level, right? Also on VeChain, the US dollar, great about the 786, it's confluent with the 1414. Very, very strong right there. That's a big resistance. Okay, that could usher in a reversal. Why you look at this pattern? It's like, what's the point of drawing that? Because at this level, there's a probability that this asset could do this. Could reverse. So Baltimore. Interesting. Wow. Home Depot. Were you asking, candidate? Bearish butterfly here? No, I don't know, man. Look, how you gonna 276? Look at this up. You see this upsloping supply line here, dude? We up thrusted through it. We're really trying to break it. You break this clearly. If you do, yeah, maybe. Bearish no, it can't be a butterfly. Oh, I get it. You're like zoomed in, aren't you? You're probably like right here. Yeah, dude. I don't know, right? Because isn't the question, can we breach this October 2019, February, and January 2018 supply line? We've been up thrusting through it, but it's been clearly rejected every time. So it's never going to play out if this supply line can't be breached, right? Like with follow through. But I mean, good news, you know, it's just like the index funds, just like the NASDAQ, just like the Qs, just like the S&P, where it showed hidden bullish divergence right here, the higher low. Very good. You might be going positive. If you go positive and get some price action, it does break that resistance. It might go much higher. But I guess with your butterfly, the 1618. Would put you at pretty much at the 1272, the major fib extension, right? From the high point, previous all-time highs, to the crash low. That would get you to that target. Very interesting there, right? So, okay, shorting at 275, it's 248, it's 250, man, right? So you got 25 more dollars until we get any kind of maturation of this pattern. It may not even play out because of what I just talked about, right? So, does that help Saturday, man? Crazy? I took the stickers out the windows. I sure did. Took them all off, man. I didn't realize how easy they were to take off. They weren't like those crazy stickers, you know. Have we looked at keys yet? No, Heath, but we can now if you're so inclined. Keys, yeah. I mean, this one, we identified it to be an opportunity, but it's just been lagging with the macro, and that's understandable, man. But it's not over yet. It's not dead. It's not out of the woods either. So you got keys continuing to make higher lows. Even recently, just 2 days ago, higher low. But you haven't made a higher high yet. 106.87 to 109.89. I mean, that's your previous all-time highs, pretty much, right? I mean, that's it. So the momentum is shifting, but bullish convergence on the oscillators, not much help there. You just gotta be patient and understand, if we continue making higher lows, that's just accumulation, and you just flip the chart over, right? Trend is extremely bullish. If you break 109.89, you're gonna be off, man. There's nothing above you. It's like outer space. 135.62 is 100% measured move of the structure. That's it, Heath, man. Up 1% on the day. Good Lord, can't even believe what some people are even saying. Wow, there's like such little chat, and the little chat there are people actually complaining about what I look at and what I don't look at, right? telling you, man. Everything's weighing on me right now. I am the rock, and other things are the river. Oh my god, dude. ADA. So after this breakout, I don't know, did none of this work? Say probably not. It doesn't look like it. You know, after it broke out, ran up almost to, it never even hit its top of the range, man. Looking like it never even got up here. No divergence here. Good God, man. Go back to the daily. The confluence area, though, that we talked about just yesterday is where it did reverse, though. Did it not? The 1414 and the 886. Confluence, man. Talking using an anchor point from the previous major high to the crash low, and then the major high from June of 2019 to that same low. That was it, confluence. So it never even made it to the major over at resistance, but it did hit the confluence area and reverse. It pulled back violently, but as you can see, there's been some bids that came in. But at this point, man, you could start forming bearish divergence at any time. So if you start showing some major daily bearish divergence at the top of a trading range, you know what that's a combination where it could end badly for ADA, right? I know there's a lot of Fibonacci. I'll get rid of it for now, but again, if you care about fibs, that stuff is very important. So here's your range, right? Blue skies above 10 cents. Yep. It can't make everyone happy. That's certain. That's a certainty. All right, been live for almost an hour. Let's go, dude. Okay. Just go back to Bitcoin. Since we, you know, there's not much I can do, man, when this asset is not doing anything. And, right, we know in common market conditions on assets, traditionally, they commonly run down between their 382 and their 618. But for Bitcoin, it's only achieved a 23% retrace, an uncommon area where an asset would majorly reverse to the upside again. Uncommon. But I'll tell you, I think market conditions are anything but common at this point. So it does look like momentum is shifting, but it's not over till 8,700's broken. Same analysis, nothing's changed. What do you even want, right? Michael Clinton, go for it, dude. All right, man. Well, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. I mean, dude, 60 minutes being live, you know, we did the analysis. We looked around all the markets. We're updated. We know what's going on. Precious metals, equities, crypto. And some Forex, I got, right? So, across the markets. That's it, dude. All right. So, again, if you want to join the Patreon and get just unlimited amounts of education, if you want trade setups, posted a fresh one today. And you want Discord exclusivity where you can ping me, ask questions, you can figure things out. You don't have to be on your own. You can have guidance from our entire community. 183 patrons. So, check it out. Brad's posting the link now. But that's it. We're below 9100, chat. We're below the equilibrium level of the trading range. So I'll be back. Till next time, respect the TA.